Hi. Well, it's been long since my last video. Yeah, like real. Now where I am, I'm back to my country for summer. I initially planned to stay for the summer term, which would last for 1.5 months. But then I switched my plans because I felt really not good at the university. I was like, bro, I want to go home. Like, I'm just tired of this foreign atmosphere where I mostly feel alienated. So I decided to come home. And now I'm learning Chinese from the very scratch, basically. I actually took one Chinese course, like it was like introductory Chinese, and we just learned to read pinyin and some characters, but it almost didn't help me at all. So now I'm relearning it with a personal tutor, basically, and yeah, now I really understand the differences between the tones. Even for me as a person that has a good sense of sound, like I recognize differences in sounds because uh did walk I did I did singing my entire childhood. Like I remember, like my childhood was based on singing. Like my personality was just singing, right? Singing and performing. That was my entire childhood. And even for me with this background, differentiating between the tones was hard. And now I kind of can do it. Like yeah, but I only had like 3 lessons as far as I remember. Yeah, I think three lessons. And bro, like it's much better right now. And I don't know. Okay, now I'm doing the san character. It's really easy. Okay, I actually did it. Also s. Let me show you how I'm gonna say the numbers. And also, wait, okay, no. Okay, nothing. Okay, I'm gonna say the numbers in Chinese. Let's go. 一、二、三、四、五、六、七、八、九、十。Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm not flexing because obviously I'm learning the most easiest things. Like I'm not even learning the real Chinese right now. And in the university, I never really cared about the tones, and like obviously I've got to know some phrases to say something like what meat is this, like 就是牛肉吗 or something like that, 是猪肉吗? And that's basically all I've said in the university, because my university is like international and you don't really have to know Chinese to survive in there. And there are a lot of people from my country, so like I just never really tried to really learn Chinese, but now I have a motivation to do so because it's so beautiful and logical. Like today we learned the keys, and bro, like it just clicked in my head. And yeah, so I'm saying like I knew some phrases and now I have to really relearn them in a proper way, like with the proper tones. And now like whenever I try to say something, I have to remember the tone. Well, I just have to get used to it actually. Yeah, like it's the same with English, Most of my life I said things wrong. Like I used wrong strains, or how do you say it? Like I used wrong pronunciation of many words. So after I switched my entire media to English, I started learning better pronunciation basically. So that's probably what I'm gonna do with my Chinese as well. I have to quickly immediately shift to Chinese K-dramas. Actually, they're pretty fun. Like, I watched only one in my life, but I didn't finish it because I was not really feeling like that when I watched it. I like those type of genres, but like at that time I was like not feeling it. So basically, it was cyber love, something like that. You know, it's like very puppy love, bickery type of love, like young teenagers, like this type of thing, and it was pretty fun, and it really was like fun because I watched it in the university. It seemed fun, and I have to really binge watch a lot of Chinese media and sit on Red Note rather than on TikTok, you know. Now I'm doing Liu, and 我是8岁，我是8岁。Yeah, clock it, bro. I said that I'm 18. Like, I know these little phrases. I know, like, where I study. Like, I can say where I study. 香港中文大学. You know, that's, yeah, I can say it, but like, I remember one time when I really had a serious conversation with some taxi driver, and I was alone, and he was asking me if I, like, ni budong, ni. He was asking me like, ni budong, like, do I understand what he's saying? Like some little phrases, and I was like trying. We actually had a conversation. I got shocked. Like he actually could like, he actually. Yeah, basically, bro. What am I saying? What am I saying? Foreign student will be. I learned it today. 留学生 clock it. Okay, Liu is pretty basic as well. T. Okay, we've got the T. Then we do this thing. So in Chinese characters, there's always certain order of how you approach the drawing of those characters, and it's really so beautiful, really, really, really. And I don't think that the tones are very hard though, because you really have to just consume, like you really have to constantly hear Chinese speech. Generally, it's not too hard, I think, and inshallah, I will nail Chinese. Okay, bot is very easy to draw, just like 2 lines. Dio is 9. Okay, what can I say about my freshman year experience? So now I finished freshman year. I am a sophomore now. Whoa, actually, oh, like saying I'm a sophomore sounds crazy. Like, because I remember I looked up to some girl. She studied in the neighboring school. Like she was my brother's classmate, and I remember she like posted on her some of her socials that she's like you declare in most of universities you declare your major by the end of the first year, and she posted that result and was like, yes, I'm officially a sophomore majoring in this, and I looked at it and I was like, whoa, she's an adult right now. Like she's an adult. She literally finished her first year in the university, and now she's going to be a sophomore. And now I'm in this position. It's really crazy to me. It's genuinely crazy. Also, I think Chinese is kind of easier for me because in my first language, so I'm fluent in 3 languages. like fluent, like I think in three of these languages. And actually, sometimes I think more in English. I wanted to say Chinese, bro. Girl, nah. But like sometimes I think more in English. Like sometimes I think more in that language. So it's like different. But like my mother language, like the language I grew up using, um, it's my mother tongue. So like we have a lot of sounds like or like pronouncing these things is not really like it's not really something impossible because for many like when I took the the introductory Chinese course in the university, there were a lot of exchange students that took it too, and bro, the way they said those words was crazy. Like it was a crazy work, and you know, what can I say? Sure, sure. Yeah, sure. It's just a cross, bro. It's just a cross. It's crazy. Okay, I think I've learned. Yeah, I'm